What's up, you guys? It's Adam here with Anabolic Climbing, and today we're going to find out, does your favorite collagen supplement suck? Yeah, it definitely does. But before we hop into it, if you guys enjoy these kind of breakdowns with the mad scientist of rock climbing and the general of chemical warfare, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. And without further ado, let's talk about collagen synthesis, supplementation, and let's jump into it. So first off, I want to highlight the good folks over at Hooper's Beta. If you guys don't know them, they're a great channel for rehab, for climbing technique, for strength training. I've talked to some of their folks on their social media team. Really cool folks. But Hooper & Co. decided to do the really cool thing of breaking down all of the different meta-analyses on essentially collagen supplementation and figuring out, does it work for tendons? And the short answer that they've come to, you should definitely check out the article, is look, collagen supplementation won't hurt. It probably won't help. But if you think that you want to try it out, outside of like hurting your wallet, there's really no downside. And that's a great place to start the discussion, but that wasn't good enough for me. So I just want to go a little bit further into this. Number one, of the studies that they review, they were basically saying, look, if you end up taking collagen, they never really compared it versus whey, and when they did, it was kind of a wash. So the reason I say that is essentially how collagen synthesis works for type 1 collagen, which is what we're interested in, which is for tendons and skin, is you're basically going to use lysine, which is going to be metabolized with the assistance of both zinc, copper, and vitamin C, and that's what's going to drive your collagen synthesis. So simply just having more lysine, which you can get from literally any protein source, really doesn't seem to make much of a difference, whether it's from a collagen-based or a gelatin-based source, or if you're just getting it through an animal protein source, or even like a vegan protein source for that matter. So as long as you're getting enough vitamin C, zinc, and copper, and enough protein, you will fuel this process. And simply consuming more gelatin will not change anything. And overclocking collagen synthesis is actually really tricky. So whether you're doing it with growth hormone or IGF-1, which is optimal as far as collagen deposition and optimal lattice structure building for the tendons itself, that's ultimately the best way to do it. If you try to leverage it through anabolics like nandrolone or equipoise, so far the research seems to show that there will be too much collagen deposited in the tendons and you won't get a really good horizontal structure. Instead, it'll just sort of go everywhere. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be great. The exception to that may be Anavar. I stumbled across a study last night actually being conducted by the University of Southern California. They have a surgeon over there taking a look at Anavar in tendons for rotator cuff surgeries. I reached out to him to try to find more about his study because I'm obviously fascinated and pretty local. Hopefully he gets back to us, but the preamble is out of the way. So now that we know what's going to drive collagen synthesis, JK, what about type 2 collagen synthesis? And that would be for joints, cartilage, things of that nature. Folks report feeling better when taking collagen, and there are cases for it in animal models, but there have been no identified biomarkers in humans. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, the short answer is the only supplement that you can grab right now it's going to drive your collagen synthesis is going to be a vitamin C and a zinc compound. Also, you could throw in some copper there as well. And the good folks over at NutriCost have us covered for 120 servings for the low price of $14 or $17 if you're basically getting it as a one and done. So for basically under $50 for $36, $50, you could get a year's supplies worth of vitamin C. And we can have individual discussions of like, well, does excess vitamin C lower hypertrophy? And assuming you're on this channel and you're taking testosterone, that shit doesn't matter. What does matter is we're driving collagen synthesis as best we can. And in that respect, this guy is the clear winner at less than 12 cents per serving. But what about those boys over at Supercharged Collagen? You've seen them sponsored by Alex Magos. You know that, like, they're plugged here and there, and they're climbers' favorite supplement. Baby Rage is about to come out because, like, I don't even know what to do with this. Number one, $46 for 28 servings. Woof. Looking at $2 a pop. That's a dramatic increase in price. What are we getting for nearly 20x our money? Well, we're getting some fiber. Okay, gram of fiber. Sick. We're getting 50 milligrams of vitamin C. Okay, that is like half of our recommended daily allowance. Not optimal. We are getting some BCAAs, which, oh boy, could not give less of a fuck about BCAAs. Like, if you don't know, BCAAs are basically just like the trash that they throw in to other supplements to make it sound better. To our friend Thomas Cunningham, MD, talking about this advanced collagen peptide complex is available with enriched BCAAs and this is a less than a penny's worth of ingredients. Dr. Cunningham, thank you for giving me like a whopping penny's. Dude, you know how garbage a penny is in 2025? The fact that I could get this supplementation for a penny, and this dude is hyping it up like this is going to be revolutionary to my climbing performance. Like, you seem like a nice dude, but the insult to my intelligence right now is like a giant middle finger to me. And go fuck yourself, Tommy. Like, what the fuck is this? I digress. So I get vitamin C. I get 10 grams of collagen. You son of a bitch. Come on, dude. And I'm getting a smidge of vitamin C, super underdosed. This might have some good marketing to it. I've got to give this, like, I wish I had more hands so I could give this shit 5 thumbs down. Like, this is embarrassing. And, you know, I'm going to go really hard on our boy Tommy right now because I have been in the fitness, like, I've been fitness adjacent for like 20 years, you know, between climbing and lifting and whatever. I have easily dropped over 10 grand in supplements, probably at least 2 or 3 of that, on absolute garbage because of marketing like this. So if I go extra hard against our boy Tommy, look, any of the sponsored athletes, get your bag, whatever. It is what it is. But, like, let's not sell trash to each other. You know what I mean? Let's talk gnarly nutrition. I'm not going to take your fucking quiz. These guys have another cool collagen supplement that, as far as I can tell, has 30 servings for $50. And you know what? $1.66. This time we're getting 15 grams of collagen. We're getting 90 milligrams of vitamin C, 15 milligrams of zinc. Those are both about a full day's worth. Yeah, that's basically like a full day's worth of vitamins. You know, if you enjoy the flavor of this, which I think it's unflavored, is it? Okay, yeah, if you like the flavor of unflavored collagen and you just... There are worse things you could spend your money on. Like, gun to my head, you're going to force me to buy an overpriced supplement that is $10 or 10 times more than that, than what I was talking about with the NutriCost. Yeah, sure. If you like it, you could throw this in your soup or whatever and throw some more collagen and protein. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's a thing you can do. I don't recommend it, but, like, it's a thing you can do. What about our boy Bubs with the Bubs Natural? Well, here we are getting 18 grams of collagen with no added vitamins for 28 servings for $36. All right, $1.28. Not at all helpful. But, like, I don't know. Maybe you're really into, like, what flavor are these guys rocking? Unflavored collagen. Jesus, we're not even trying. All right, fair enough. Fair play. And lastly, Vital Proteins. You've seen them in Target, Walgreens, all of that stuff. And it's pretty overpriced. 13 servings for $25. We're getting rock climbing specific costs. Holy. At least they have the decency to give us some vitamin C, no zinc, but yeah, it's not great. Like, look, if you're having skin issues and you think that this is a thing that's going to help, like, by all means, I can't get mad at you for trying something like this out. But if you think this is going to help your tendon integrity, if you think this is going to help your climbing performance from like a muscular perspective, look, man, you are better off taking some protein supplements. You are better off taking some vitamin C, and you don't need this overpriced trash. And I hate to see other climbers get taken advantage of for this. It just breaks my heart. So, you know, save your money, buy something that actually works, spend it on protein, spend it on climbing gear, spend it on chalk, whatever really would work for you in this scenario. And yeah, man, ultimately just like, stop buying garbage that doesn't work. Like, at the end of the day, that's really the message here. Spend your money on anything that is useful. So, if you guys enjoyed this rant, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm trying to pump out content for you guys on the regular. And, you know, if you guys also want to go to war with overpriced supplements with me, please hop in on it. Please save your money on, like, other things. It's just a better time. With that said, I am Adam with Anabolic Climbing, giving you guys a front double on the way out. Wishing you guys happy sending, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.